our first video on an actual camera.
Yes. Oh my God. If you like the quality, let us know.
Let us know. Also,
Okay.
I know my hair is a little different, but this is my natural hair. I did a little twist out, boom, pow. If y'all can see the
definition,
it's actually crazy because I kept these twisted for so long that it's like, wow.
right?
It was a good.
Anyway, but we love you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Jada Janae.
Hi guys, I'm Lakey.
And we're here with another video for you guys. This is not a makeup or a game. This is more on a serious note, talking about relationships, love, and our truths in our 20s. Because we have a lot of those, and
they are ever evolving as well, I think. Yeah.
And I think it's a good topic to talk about just because there's so many people going through the same things that...
And you don't even know.
Yeah.
Sis is across from you on the train crying. You might be crying at home for the same reason.
Literally. It's good to talk about things because that's the only way it's going to get better. I actually went to this like meeting kind of thing today with this dance company, and they were talking about mental health. And one thing I got from that meeting was just actually talking about the situation. Like, a lot of people don't want to talk about like what they're going through, when in actuality, if you talk about it, it helps.
It relieves a lot of pressure off of your own heart, off your mind. I think it just like the clouds part.
Yeah.
Well, at least for me, when I talk about it.
Yeah, for me, I feel like when I talk about a situation or whatever I'm feeling, it gives me more clarity. So that, ooh.
You might have heard something.
You might have heard that. Y'all, I'm gassy.
It's okay. It's because you have that good old pork chop.
I did.
Oh my God, tell them about the update that you're about to do.
Okay, so next month I want to be pescatarian for all of November, so I'm calling it No Meat November, but fish is still meat, so...
We're going to find a better name. It's okay.
Yeah.
But I'm a root for you from the sidelines.
Thanks. I've been good because this whole week I've actually just been eating fish.
So you sampled it? Yeah,
this was my first day eating meat.
How you feel?
Gassy, as y'all can tell. So something's gotta give.
Alright, let's get into it.
Yeah. I actually think the universe is talking to me because I knew we were doing this video today, and I got this post that said, am I a good person or an authentic person? And I was like, that's kind of perfect for like what we're talking about in like relationships, because I feel like when we first meet someone, we're like trying to like put on this persona of like, hey, like kind of that like shy, flirty like thing.
Yeah.
But for me, I feel like in my next whatever happens in my life kind of situation,
in your next connecting point,
in my next connecting point, I need to be more more me, like just more like however I am, instead of that like shy person. I was like, oh, I'm nervous.
I mean, no matter what, I think that person will end up unveiling, but it is nice to just have it right off the bat, because this is who I am. This is how I deal with you.
And I feel like for me personally, that has to be a change in my life, just because I feel like when I'm this shy person or like nervous, the guy tends to like take advantage of that, and I feel like that's been me in my like past relations that I've had, that I'm just like, oh no honey, that's not gonna happen no more. Okay Jada?
It's very easy to just go into the idea of like, oh, I'm the woman, or I'm the, depending on if you are that submissive person, but I'm the shy, gentle one, and you have to handle me with care, versus like, because you're not that person. Jada is not shy and quiet and calm in actuality. This girl can be like, this is my opinion.
Yeah, I
take it or leave it, but that's the point. That's who they're supposed to take it or leave it.
I know, but I tend to not do that when I'm like trying to be, I don't want to say trying to be in a relationship with someone, but like getting
approachable.
Getting to know someone. I'm always like very shy and like don't really know how to act, so I'm just really need to start just acting like me, because some guys really just irk my nerves, and I let it pass by because I'm like, oh, it's a guy, I'm talking to a guy, finally, like this is like the emotion of like wanting, what's the word? It's like, oh my god, what is the word? Letting people just do something and I just take it at, like I just allow it. What's the word? There's a word for that. Like I accept too much bullshit kind of situation. But there's a word definitely for that.
I don't know what she's talking about. If you know what she's talking about, leave a comment.
It's just like,
I don't know what you're saying.
I guess I just accept too much bullshit where it's just like, if I don't like something in that moment, I need to just be like, all right, Jada, you don't like that, so you're not going to tolerate. I tolerate too much shit. That was the word.
You should be intolerant.
Yeah. When it comes to me trying to be in a relationship with someone or like moving forward in a relationship.
Yeah, I think that's another truth that we can talk about is the fact that like when you don't like something, or rather, you know what? F that. I'm gonna take a Maya Angelou quote. When somebody tells you who they are, believe them the first time. Not the second, not the third, not when they did the situation and it came back, and because then it's just you. It's your fault at that point because you're watching them do the same thing over and over again, and you know what you like and what you don't like.
But sometimes it's hard, ladies. Like,
because you also like
Isn't
give
it hard?
yourself excuses. Like you start talking yourself out of it. Like, oh well, he's not really like that, or she can be like that only with
Sometimes.
other people, but with me, no. That just means in that situation they haven't done it with you yet.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't like something, you have to address it, and if they can't change it, if they can't try to have an understanding, but it's definitely hard to discern that when you're like at the very beginning of like, ooh, you like me, I like you, we connect, we vibe. Yeah, and that's early 20s.
Yes. So we're gonna get into some hardships with relationships because there's
ups
and there's downs. Okay. I mean, thank you for doing the sound effects, but like I think I got it. Like I think I can put it in there.
I just love doing the sound effects. It has nothing to do with. I know that you're capable. She does all the editing, by the way. You know, not all the time is it gonna be a fairy tale, but like there can be fairy tale moments. There's no wrong about that, but the downs can be things like not being able to connect.
Yeah.
Arguments
definitely happen, but I think that's when you have that friendship that you can communicate with that person and be like, okay, so this happened, why did this happen, let's fix it, let's not do it again, or like let's try a lot better for it not to happen. Or even if like you're not going to change exactly who you are, because I don't think anyone should change for someone.
That's what I'm saying.
You just grow as a person, and but sometimes
it's always
if you
about
have to,
growing.
But if you have to repeat the same thing, baby,
it might be something that they just don't know how to change,
it's
and
time
that has
to go.
Nothing to do with you.
It's time to go. At that point, I'm like, this is what I'm not going to tolerate. Back to what I was saying.
Back to the main point.
Don't tolerate for nothing that is not worth your standard or your,
in Heartbreak.
Yeah. That's also something
you will deal with in your early 20s if you haven't already.
I remember my old dance teacher, like / my second mom, she asked me a while ago, like, have you been through heartbreak? And I was just like, no. She asked me this last year. And I was like, no. Like, when I was in high school, this boy that I was talking to, like, literally was dissing me in front of my face, but did not see it. And I wouldn't consider that heartbreak, but I was just, like, distraught. Yeah, I was hurt about it. But then, like, when you go through a heartbreak.
You can feel that shit.
Oh, my God.
And it's stupid to say it out loud and so dramatic, but it feels like the end of the world. Like, it feels like your heart is cracking.
And like, okay,
because
so
it's that much emotion. I feel like it's just like
so much emotion,
and it's like all the tension. Your actual muscles are like
It's really like it's a tightening feeling, but also like just
the dancer
the dancer in me just wants to like break down. But I recently like went through this. When I tell you, I was literally sitting on my bed right here when I like felt this heartbreak, like deep in the soul and deep in the pit of it. And it's like obviously I feel like when people go through heartbreak, they're crying. And when I tell you, I was like hyperventilating, like I was gasping for air, like I could not hold myself together.
You laugh now.
I laugh now, but I could not hold myself together for the life of me. And I legit was just like, I don't know how I physically, mentally, emotionally like can do this. I legit was like, I don't know.
But you can.
But you can. As long as you have the right people around you, I think you can get through a lot of things. And also, like, for me, I became a lot more spiritual and a lot more connected to self.
You had a heartbreak, but you also had a breakthrough.
So that really was a blessing in disguise at the moment.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, and that's my mantra. Everything happens for a reason. I'm so grateful that I went through this heartbreak, because I feel like when you go through heartbreaks, that's when you really find yourself and also like your definition of what love is. For me, that's what I found. And I'm like still finding myself and like still understanding how I go about things and stuff like that. But when I tell you, it opened up my eyes for so much. It legit like changed my whole entire life. So I'm very grateful.
I think another thing that like our generation has this idea of like, oh, I don't want to deal with heartbreak, and they kind of like have a stiff arm to like everything around them, and I think that creates such a barrier, because then you're inviting people to come in without actually opening the door, and then they're coming in and you're not feeling any of the actual love. The reason why that hurts so much is because you actually had an opening. It was open for you. You allowed someone to come in. So the more that you love someone, the harder the fall is. Yeah.
But I also feel like we have the tools now, especially in our generation, to like really manifest having a great and prosperous relationship, long-lasting relationship, even if sometimes you're like, I really don't like this person right now, but you are able to like work it out. Because I feel like before my heartbreak, I was just very much a person of, okay, I'm not feeling it, so bye.
Which is what I'm saying. Like, and you don't want to get hurt, so you kind of do that, and those are fleeting.
Yeah, but I don't even think it's like me not wanting to get hurt. It's just me. I don't know what it was. That's a really good question, or like statement to say, because I don't really know what it was like before I had like this breakup. And it's crazy because I like broke up with this person, then had my heartbreak. So it's like, what was it? So I'll get back to you on that once I have some time to think.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. Give yourself time.
Oh, yes.
I think that's, for me, talking about arguments, it's okay to be like, I'm just not going to talk to you for a moment.
Yeah.
And moments are hours. Days.
No,
I wouldn't say weeks. But when I say days, I'm like, you still talk to the person, but like you haven't discussed that specific thing, and then you come back to it with a clear head and you say, listen, I thought about it, I spoke to God about it, and we both agreed. We ain't like shit. We just didn't. And I wish that you came across in a different way. And then often they either agree or they understand, and versus coming at it so hot-headed and screaming in each other's faces, because that's the early 20 energy that you have, and you just have all this freaking emotion, and it can ruin relationships. It can ruin you. It can mess you up. You can start thinking that you can start hating yourself. You can start hating the person.
It's crazy.
I think it's always, no matter what situation in your life, relationships, love, decisions, take the time.
Thinking about it and like talking to myself, writing about it, talking to God about it.
And that's things that you've changed since then.
Since then.
You take so much more time. Like we both, I think, have been taking a lot more time with our decisions and our thoughts.
I also was that person to like listen to everyone around me and not listen to my own damn self. And that really hindered a lot of things in my past relationship. But also, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be here right now, and I wouldn't have learned from that, and it would have kept on being like a cycle, keep on going around and around, and like that's not good.
I think trust yourself is a key thing. We all have intuition. We all have that moment, that click, that like
gut feeling.
You have to trust yourself always in every situation. Self-doubt is something that creeps in our head consistently, and I think especially with social media and listening to everyone else's opinion and listening to your friends' thoughts and listening to, especially in your early 20s, your friends' thoughts.
Yeah.
We ain't know shit. We don't know shit about each other at this point. Like, we don't. And the reason why we're sharing what we're sharing right now is to make people understand, like, you're going through the process.
Yeah.
Like, there's no right answer. There are things that we can say in this video that next week I might have to go back and remember and remind myself. Because it's always a process, and you're always growing and trying to figure out, like, what's my next move.
Yeah.
And especially in this day and age, we're so quick. Like I said earlier, like, we want everything now. And we don't want to work for it either.
I know.
You can't be a butterfly without being in the cocoon.
Okay.
All right. Part of my mantra is actually, like, I will trust myself.
Yeah. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Yeah, I feel like we really, like, hashed a lot of things out for ourselves.
I know we did.
We did. We have questions for ourselves.
Yeah. But this is what we really want our channel to be, is just talking about topics. We're obviously going to have the fun videos, the challenges, the games. But we also want to talk about the real shit that's happening in our 20s. Things that you guys can relate to if you're watching this and you're in your 20s, or you're about to be going through that, you know? You can get a little step up before
we want to connect. We want to connect with people on a face-to-face level. And also, like, for me, out in the real world, I want to connect with real people. Sometimes you have to get off your phone and, like, get off of Instagram. And I love coming to, like, YouTube and being able to be like, oh, what is she doing today? How's her life? You know? So I think it's important to connect on using these platforms to connect versus using them to boast and share our relationships and share our awards and not talk about any of the
real shit that happens, like how we actually feel. Just like being as genuine and transparent as possible with you guys through this platform. And I think that's just us as people. We don't want to do that fake shit.
Us as Tauruses.
Alright, Taurus gang, if you a Taurus, make sure you like this video right now. Right now. But we love y'all, and I hope you guys like this video. Oh, you're so nice.
You're not gonna say it back, ho?
Love you too.
There we are.
I'm like saying that.
I know, it's okay.
It took me a really long time to tell you that I loved you.
I know.
But we're here with another video.
You didn't see that.
We're here, and we're closing this video out right now.
We love you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and
follow us on Instagram.
Can't wait to see you on our next video.